So what I'm going to cover today, I'm showing you how to use the tool. What is the best way to use the track, and how is the best track will look like, which is easy to follow and which is easy to use. For example, my experience is that to plan this kind of 200 kilometers straight line, it took me a week to plan it. But actually, I didn't able to follow the whole 200 kilometers because there was one fence on my track, and actually I finished my straight line run on 111 kilometer. But okay, let's move on. Just a second. So, how should the good track look like? I will draw you the picture, and then later on I will show you how to do it in real life. So straight line running, you all think that this is okay. This is the point A. Somewhere is the point B, and you will draw the line, and that's it. And then you are going to run it. Yeah, it's kind of like this, but this is the most basic way what you can do. In reality, you can move side by side to this side 100 meters, to this side 100 meters. So actually it would be better to draw the corridor and not the line. Actually, you even don't need this line because you don't have to go straight. You have to move inside this 200 meter wide corridor. So that is your goal. But we can move one step forward, and to make things more easier to go in real life. Let me draw again. This is the point A. This is the point B, and let's assume that here is the corridor, 200 meter wide, and let's assume that you have somewhere the trees, somewhere is some building, there is some other building, and somewhere is the river, and there is you have to cross the river in some certain point. So then the best track is going to look like this, that you have this 200 meter wide corridor, and then you are preparing exact route or exact track where you are going to move. So you are going like this, like this, like this, like this, and this kind of track is the final goal. This one is very easy to follow. If if it's going dark outside on the night time, you cannot see from which side of those trees you have to move, on that side or on that side, or even maybe you have to go straight through this through those woods. But if you have done proper work before on the planning phase, then you are then you have the knowledge on which side and where you have to move. That is very, very important, and that is one of the key success factor. Okay, so let me show how I'm planning my routes, what tools I'm using, and how I'm doing it. So I'm using this Plotaroute.com. There are some different tools you can use, but I'm using this Plotaroute. From my point of view, this is one of the easiest tool I have found. So let's do some examples here how to do this. So I know we have some Latvians, maybe some Lithuanians, but I will know mostly how Estonia looks like. So let's choose one good place here. For example, here is here is already pretty long straight line. It's a train line.
Track.
Train track. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And let's use this as a basis. On Plotaroute, we have the option how to build the track. If you are choose this on foot, then the track is following a path. But for straight running, you have to use this off. This means that you can draw straight lines. So let's try to draw the straight line here. Okay, it's 14 kilometers. So that's the easy part. But now let's do it a bit longer, maybe like this, and another part like this. So let's start it from the river. Let's assume that you don't want to swim, and you will start your straight line running here. Oops. So now let's assume that we are happy with this line, and now the next step is to build the corridor. And so here's the point B. I'm zooming in, and here is the track length, 38,894 kilometers. So now I have to draw 100-meter line here. So I have to remember what was the number, the last number, 896. So 100 meter is 9 996. So this is 100 meters. And now I have to go to another side. So I will to another side, 100 meters. So altogether 200 meters. So it's like it's approximately like this. And yeah, let's move to another end. And let's put it like this. And then I will always look this number 070. So if I click somewhere here, okay, let's put it some nice number, almost 100. So if I click here, okay, 227, too much. So it has to be a bit closer. So something like this. Let me mute one. Okay, everyone is muted now. So you can measure this exactly the 100 meters and 100 meters, and then going back to another side, and let's click here. Now we have the center line and we have the corridor. And actually, this center line we don't need. So now it's time to remove this center line. We don't need it at all. We need only this corridor. So how to remove the center line? Here are the tools. So shorten route, crop the start or end of a route. I will choose this one. And now I will take this starting point. This is the starting point of the center line, and I will move it to here. Okay, it's let me do it once again. It's not an easy if the line is long. I want that. I need that it will end on the center. So now it's good to go. Now we have just this corridor. The next step is to start planning the actual route, how to move. And now there is two options. One option is to make 2 tracks. One is the actual route. Let me show you this picture. Well, one will be the actual route, something like this, A, B, and the second track will be just the corridor. This is used on the case if you have external, like some bigger GPS device, for example, something like this. Then it's very useful to have 2 different tracks. But if you are planning to use only your watch, like this small device, then of course you can have only 1 track. But for For planning, I'm doing it on the way that I have 2 tracks. So now I'm going to save this corridor. Save. Straight line. Public, off-road, whatever, running. Save. And then I will start to plot a new route, and I will say that leave this route as a background. So now this corridor as a background, and I can start to plan my actual route. Oh no, sorry, this didn't went background at the moment. So let's my routes. Plot a route. And here is a trace a route over one or more existing routes. I will choose this option. And then load the route we want to trace. So straight line corridor. No. Okay, now I have this route opened, and now please confirm changes. Are you want to continue? Yes, and now this route has been added to background map, so I'm not messing up anymore this route, and I can start here my actual route planning. I'm using different map layers. Mainly, I'm using this hybrid map because then I can see what is actually here. For example, here, I'm not going to plan it like this. I'm not going to move like this. I will move into this place, and I will go on this side, because the forest is very difficult to come across on the forest. It's very difficult. So here also on this side, and it doesn't matter. It's nothing, not much to do here. But here I already know that I'm going to into this road, and I'm going to run on this road. Here I have to decide: is it okay to run on this road because it's very close to this line? But yeah, maybe. But it's definitely easier to run on a road than on some field. So here are some buildings. I have to look very precisely how to go there. Yeah, maybe something like this. And again, I see here is some nice paths. I'm going to run on it. Yeah. So this is the way I'm planning if I'm going to straight line running. This is the way how I am planning the whole track. And I'm using also the tools from Estonian map provider. It's Maa-amet. Probably in Latvia and in Lithuania we have something similar. But this satellite map is the Google satellite map. But in Estonia, in Maa-ameti leht, we have a much better satellite map. So here I have to find this place, and I have to go. I can look very detailed way how to move on here and where to draw the line. And for Estonian guys, we have also another place named Plotaroute. Very useful. So here we have very good photos almost everywhere. So let's choose a year 2000. Let's open one photo just for example, for an example, like this. And now I can zoom in. You see, I can zoom in and see the place in each angle. It's very detailed, and it is very helpful. And if you are planning some longer route, then it's definitely needed. So, okay, let's finish no. Let's just my mouse is not this my friend today. So let's do it like this. Save. So off-road running. How can I get this track into my watch? There are a few ways. One way is to go into my routes, and there is a straight line track. I can click on this star, and after next sync, this line is already on my watch. Let me show the okay. So here is my watch. Let's have a sync. Let's hope it will do it quickly. And then let's open some profile running. Courses. It's not yet synchronized. Okay. Okay, let's see now. No, this is a demo effect. Anyway, we have also another way. We can first let me show again the screen. We have to open it and we have to download it. Download. And here in download page, we have a few options. First of all, we have to choose this GPS, and then we have options GPX file, KML file, fit file. So we are using fit file if we are uploading this route later into Watch. We are using GPS file if we are uploading this track into some specific, a bit older GPS device. And we are using KML if we are uploading this into Google Maps and we are using our phone. But the Google Maps is the worst thing to use here. But let me show. Let me download the fit. So straight line fit. Let me download also the GPX file. And now I will show you how I put them into my watch, or I have this also this big GPS device. I will so those are the devices, and okay, I have to switch again into another screen. Screen 1. So downloads. Here I have this straight line .fit file. I will copy it and I will go to my watch, Phoenix 6 Fix, and I'm going to Garmin catalog and find the catalog new files, and I will put it here, straight line track. So now it's ready on my watch, and I have to see also this, this Montana. The new files, so downloads, straight line GPX file. I'm copying this one and I'm going to my Garmin Montana. Here is the Garmin folder. Here is the GPX folder, and I just put this file here. And now I'm showing again the camera. So, which trail run, options, courses, straight line track. And here I just have to choose two courses, or I can view it on the map. So here it is. And two courses, then it will, if I'm close to this track, then it will start guide me on that track. And this bigger GPS device. Actually, for a straight running, I'm using this bigger one. This is much better, because here I can put two different tracks. I can put also this corridor track, and then I have a very good view. I have this corridor and I have the exact track to move on. So track manager, straight line track, show on map, and yeah. I can choose some better color for this. Yeah, here it is. So this is it. I hope you got some ideas how to do it, how to plan the straight line running, and if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. Just unmute yourself and ask your questions. Okay, if no questions, you can reach out me later on Facebook, and you can ask privately some questions, and I can guide you.
I actually have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yeah. We're in the chat box discussing about animals, about dogs, for instance. Have you encountered any kind of wildlife or yeah, let's say dogs doing this?
No.
No, really?
No, really, no.
And last year, I can't remember that anybody would say that they were attacked by dogs or anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's not so much dogs.
Bertel had issues with one dog.
Yeah. I have done 2 100 kilometers straight running and one 54 kilometers straight running, and I haven't had any.
Wow, but that's in Estonia, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
And of course, yeah, the question about private areas, it's your own responsibility to look them. And also the second thing is you have to look is if you have some restricted areas.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, I think I missed the beginning. How wide was the corridor that you made?
200 meters.
200 meters. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but you have to be careful.
You don't need any straight line. You need this corridor, and you need exact track.
Yeah, but you have to be a little bit careful because Leivo showed before that he went with his truck quite near to the edge of corridor. And when you are doing it, the GPS can maybe sometimes go a little bit there, and don't go so near to the edge of the corridor. It can be that it goes off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fully agree. Yeah. At least leave maybe 20 meters. 20 meters is a safe limit to
From the
leave.
border.
Yeah, from the border.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, nice tips.
Mm-hmm. But especially in the nighttime, it's very difficult to make the decision from which side you have to go. So if this is planned beforehand, then it's very easy to follow. You know exactly that I'm going on that way and this is the right way, even if it seems difficult, but you know that you have planned this, that you have looked through this satellite map and this is the right way to go.
And if you're planning the time for that, plan a lot of time. It is this very, very slow thing.
Yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you some examples. For example, when I had this 120 kilometer straight running, it took me 26 hours.
Wow.
And this is another example, 112 kilometers, 21 hours. And if you want to compare it to maybe a better way to compare it with the marathon running time, then my marathon running time is under 3 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Leivos, this first one, now this 112 kilometers, it had quite a long stretch of road highway also, so it was a little bit faster because of that. But if you're only in forest, you are moving about I don't know, 1 kilometer takes around 13 to 15 minutes sometimes.
Yeah. This second one, this was mainly in the forest. On this track, I didn't have any straight roads or
yeah. Yeah, I think it's the 13 minutes. It's like almost twice the time that you would probably normally run, right? At the pace, 13 minutes per kilometer.
Yeah, normally I run 4:30.
Okay, then 3 times slower. Yeah. I think especially after 20 hours running in another forest, I think that's quite of a challenge. Also mental.
Yeah. Actually, you're good to mention that this is a mental strength. So this is an article. If you can use some automated translate, I hope you will get the emotions what I had during this straight running.
111.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's creativity and how it hurts and the mental I don't know what is the good word for this ang. Who will say? Olle.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is too Estonian.
Yeah.
Too Estonian. I think you mean mental strain, right? Something that you have to overcome.
Yeah.
But I am just guessing, really.
Yeah, something like this. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is it. The main idea is from this from today that really draw the corridor and draw the exact track. This is the main idea.
Have you planned yet another route? Are you planning right now?
I have 2 routes, but probably I'm not going to do it this year.
Okay.
It is so difficult.
Yeah,
So,
I could imagine. On the other hand, this year I think it's the perfect year because I think you can't go anywhere, like travel anywhere, because of the pandemics, and it's something you can do in your home country.
Why last year when we had the Estonian Championship, it was very popular also. It was the same during the pandemic and quarantine time, so people did not have any possibility to do anything else, only to do straight lines in forest.
Janis, you want to say something?
Yeah, hello, Leivo. This is Janis from Latvia.
Hello,
Janis. Maybe you did mention, but I didn't hear about what would you recommend using on my phone? Some GPS software for tracking during the run.
Yeah. Good question. What to use on a phone? So, what I figured out that I just tried a couple of applications. For example, Google Maps is very, very bad for this, really. But what I found,
I agree. Yes.
Yeah. What I found is Komoot is one app you can use for this.
Does Komoot hold many 2 routes at the same time?
I'm not sure 2 routes, but you can make it as 1 route.
I guess Osmond is possible to put.
Yeah, Osmond is difficult to use for someone.
Yeah, Osmond is a little bit takes time to get to know.
But in this Osmond, is it possible to draw this corridor in the background, like that you always see the boundaries to the left and to the right?
Let me show you the phone. So where is the Komoot? Yeah, Komoot. Yeah. So here is how it shows in Komoot, and I really hope that you can. It will turn into right direction if you are on that starting point, but I'm not sure. I haven't used this. Olle, maybe you know.
I have not used it also. So,
Yeah. But here is the track. But but it is an option.
Yeah, I guess first you have to do some small test and go just outside and see how it works, and before going to the actual straight line.
Yeah. Because maybe it shows only that you are starting here, and it shows you like you are going from up to down, but basically you are moving on another direction.
Actually, maybe it doesn't really matter unless when you see that you are not moving away from the corridor.
Yeah.
Or something like more for the safety.
Yeah, but this commode is easy to manage, easy to scroll, easy to view, and yeah, it could be a good option. Google Maps, I tried. Google Maps is really bad for this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Leivo.
Thank you, guys, and have a great day.
Okay. Thank you, Leivo.
Thank you. Bye bye.